9-1.
Batting fifth and playing shortstop, number 2,
They
Pellerin.
lost to Vanderbilt 3-6.
Batting sixth and playing first base, number 5, Blanco.
Very capable team, what we have coming in here.
Batting seventh and playing catcher, number 8, Mancuso.
A little bit with the Tarpons. They only beat 3 teams.
I'm sorry, he's batting seventh. Yes, batting 8, number 13, the right fielder, Oakland.
Beat 1 team with a winning record this year, and that was
and batting ninth, left fielder, number 10, Gagliano. And the rest of the Morgan City Tigers and coaching staff.
That we got is that Morgan City is throwing their dude today, Keegan Lang. We were a little surprised. We saw that score yesterday against Vanderbilt. Thought maybe he had thrown yesterday, but no. The report is that Lang is their number 1 guy, and he's on the mound today. So we'll see how the Tarpons can handle that. We'll get you your home team starting lineups brought to you by Maritime Safety Solutions. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Brought to you by Maritime Safety Solutions in just a second. We'll thank some of our sponsors in just a second.
And now for your Lafourche Tarpons.
Right now here at the
leading off in at third base, number 3, Luke Sandoval.
And Maritime Safety Solutions. Tarpons are going to be throwing Jacob Pierce.
Batting second, and at shortstop, number 7, Jacob Pierce.
Jack Leday, the second baseman, Mason Brizagard, the shortstop, Jacob Pierce.
Hitting third, and on the mound tonight for the Tarpons, number 11, Jacob Kiro.
Left Rock Johnson, that's the starting 9. Designated here today.
In the cleanup spot,
yeah, we want to thank
first baseman, number 2, Jack Leday.
From custom metal fabrication to commercial, municipal,
hitting
and
fifth,
residential.
and the home plate tonight for the Tarpons, right catcher, number 9, Eduardo Galicia.
876-340.
Batting sixth, and playing second base, number 20, Mason Brizagard. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 15, Camden Berg.
All pitching changes and mound visits
in the 8-hole, playing the left field, number 5, Brock Johnson.
By Maritime Safety Solutions, our stinger of the
batting ninth, center fielder, number 6, Hayden Colley.
That is the peskiest.
And in right field, number 22, Hayden Internet. And the rest of the Lafourche Tarpons, head coach Tyler Guidros. Assistant coach Brad Chassa and Becky Angela.
We're at the national anthem here when we get back your opening pitch. We're live. We'll be back in 2 on KLED.
Please rise and remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem.
made, and we will
Up
be
first for the
playing
Tigers,
baseball
number
in
3,
just a second,
Stratton.
as Stratton will stand in the top of the first. Curall has made one start on the season. It came against Lutcher 1 week ago, and he was terrific. Worked 5 into the 6th inning, a little more than 5 innings of work, and was outstanding.
Hearing this little sore possibly his back.
And also
Well,
fighting some cold sinus stuff, same as me, as that one's a low 1-0. Start off the game. That was your first pitch, brought to you by State Bank and Trust Company. Working quick. The 1-0 is hit foul, and it's 1-1. Tarpons trying to win their second game in as many days, trying to earn their 11th victory. Morgan City trying to earn their 13th victory. The 1-1 is a strike. It's 1-2. Good pitch from Curall there.
yeah, Tarpons got the victory last night in the power rankings, all important power rankings. They moved up 1 spot.
The 1-2. Breaking pitch lined right to the shortstop, and there's one away. Pierce puts it away. And there's one out.
Up next for the Tigers, number 18, Lacoste.
Seamus Lacoste will stand in. You guys could probably hear this on your radio. It's windy. It is windy. It's blowing from right to left. If you get it in the air to left, you've got a good chance today. Yesterday there was no wind. Can't say the same today. There's a strike 0-1.
Oh, if we would have had a win yesterday like this,
You would have not made it through the evening. That's wide, 1-1.
you're all working pretty quick on the mound.
I was about to say lightning pace. Hit in the air to right. Could be trouble. Second baseman going back. Did he make the play? Yes, he did. What a play from Mason Buzigard. That was great defense from the Tarpons. Made a very difficult play look easy, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Tigers, Lang.
Keegan Lang will stand in. 2 quick outs in the half inning. Need to super glue my tripod to the table over here. Breaking pitch high, 1-0. That's the thing about Southeast Louisiana. Just because the weather is one thing one day as there's a strike, doesn't mean it's going to be the next thing
No.
the next day. Or the same thing the next day, rather.
Softball going on across the way.
Foul tip, 1-2.
I left there in the 5th inning. It was 7-0. We were behind.
Hopefully there's a big rally going on right now. Here it's 1 ball and 2 strikes to the third batter of the game. The first 2 have been retired. Curall working quick. He delivers. Chopped to Pierce at short. Fielded on a nice hop. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Tarpons. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nothing left. We're going to the bottom of the first. We'll be back in a minute. This is the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Garisco. I'm going to get it right eventually.
Well,
He's at third.
Leading off for the Tarpons, number 3, Luke Cinnamon.
Right, Stratton in center, Gagliano in left. Sandoval will stand in. Luke has been maybe the most consistent Tarpon hitter this season. First pitch from Lang. He is low, 1-0. The Tarpons got off to an early lead yesterday. They got a couple of runs in the bottom of the first. Pitch, low, 2-0. And that's one thing. We've seen 2 games this week here on the network. In the one game that the Tarpons lost, they gave a bunch of free passes. In the game yesterday, they received a bunch of free passes. There's a strike, 2-1. I believe it was 9 walks yesterday from HL Bourgeois. Not going to be very many people doing that.
No, they had errors.
2-1's hit hard to the right side, gloved by the second baseman, and a good defensive play that time by Lacoste, and there's one away.
Yeah, Lacoste just got a perfect.
He too has had a nice offensive season.
Garisco playing in at third.
He knows something. He's been watching some tape on Bayou Sports. Pitch, low, 1-0. And that's because Pierce is a really good bunter. He could play on that dirty. He could lay one down the third base line. You have no chance to throw him out. The 1-0 from Lang. Inside corner for strike, 1-1. It's MLB opening day today. I have been watching baseball all day today. My nightcap, and that's inside into the screen. 2-1.
That almost hit Pierce.
Yeah, it did. And the rocks and the rubble that the baseball kicked up almost hit us.
Need some shield over here, some sunglasses. Hitting the eye with a rock.
2 balls and 1 strike. The wind continues to whip. That one's hit a mile in the air. Should be routine, and it is not. It is dropped in foul ground. So Pierce will get a swing on the house. The pitcher was calling it, but was not able to make the play.
You know, in that situation, you kind of don't want your pitcher to field, but then it was in foul territory, but you want your catcher with that big mitt. Might have been better off. The pitcher was going to make that play.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Breaking pitch hit behind us. At least I hope it's behind us. Foul and out of play. So battle brewing in the home half of 1. That's high and it's full. On deck is Jacob Curall.
How many times you see where you can get a guy out, you miss an opportunity, it comes back and it hurts you?
Very often. 3-2 delivery. Hit hard through the glove. And that is going to be at least a single. He makes a wide turn, but will head back to first. It is a single, a 1-out single for Pierce. Has a good at-bat. Going to try to help himself out here. That wind is blowing. He hits it on the barrel to left. He's got a chance to pull it out of here. He had a couple of home runs last season. Lang looking at Pierce out the corner of his eye. The pitch, high and inside, 1-0. It was a 2 RBI double from Leday in the first inning yesterday that got the Tarpons started. He's on deck. The 1-0 hit in the air to center, right at the center fielder who makes the play. So that's caught out there by Stratton, and there's 2 away. So Lede will stand in with 2 out.
Lang may have a pretty decent move at first. Now
Yeah,
Pierce
it
has
seems
a
he's got a
lead.
huge lead now, right as you say that. He's not going, and it's wide 1-0. Get asked by people who are watching us on the internet saying, why is every once in a while the audio go mute? Well, when they play a song, I gotta mute the audio or else we're gonna get kicked off of Facebook. So that's why. So if you hear us,
That's ridiculous.
yes, if you hear us go mute for a little while, that's why. The 1-0 in the dirt, blocked, but Pierce reads it in the dirt, heading to second, and he's in there. So a good read on the ball in the dirt by Jacob Pierce gets him into scoring position. And now the Tarpons with a base hit can maybe take a lead.
Yeah, nice job by Mankiw so far. The Tigers blocking the ball, but he just got away enough from him to allow Pierce to get down to second.
2 balls and no strikes. Lede ahead in the count. Should get a fastball here. Wind swirling. Pierce playing tricks on Lang out there. The 2-0. That's a strike, 2-1.
Yeah, that was a good looking pitch. Kind of the bottom fell out of it the last second. Like it was a behind, it just fell right into the zone.
2 balls and 1 strike. And another delivery. Check swing. They call a strike, or did he appeal?
Yeah,
they called their strike. Okay.
Yeah, I think it was out of the zone, but he called it. He went around.
It looked like you just pointed to first, like you'd have been appealing. I'd say there ain't nobody at first. So it is 2-2. It was a called strike. So Lang has battled back. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second. Break and pitch it in the air to right. The second baseman calls everyone off, makes the play, and retires the side. So the Tarpons get a runner in the scoring position, but nothing on the board. We're going to the second inning. We're scoreless after 1. We're back in 60. It's the Tarpon Sports Radio Network.
But right now, he looks pretty darn sharp.
Garisco, the third baseman, will stand in to lead off the second inning.
Up for the Tigers, number 14, Garisco.
Morgan City is in right now. If the playoffs started today on Division II non-select, they're trying to play for a better position. That pitch is wide, 1-0. They're in their home, or rather road green tops with the gray trim. Tarpons in the home whites with the blue and silver trim. The 1-0. Strike, 1-1. Beautiful day for baseball. It's about 10 degrees warmer today than yesterday.
And we're so thankful for that.
That one's high, 2-1.
Maybe a little bigger crowd. Morgan City brought a decent crowd.
Yeah, they did. 2-1. It's a touch low. Boy's not missing by much, but he's behind 3-1. want to thank 3T Oil, home of the drive-through oil change, the Blue Boot Foundation, Performance Automotive and Accessories. That one's foul on the right side, out of play. Rev, RTC, E-Tel, and Vision Communications are now Rev. Lady of the Sea General Hospital, compassionate medicine close to home. Industrial Power Systems, check out the generators for all your engine and generator needs. Full count delivery is chopped up the middle. Tarpons are charging it, and Boozyguard will get it, but it's going to be late and an infield single. Nothing they could do about that. That was a slow chop up the middle. Once it got over Kiral's glove, they didn't have a chance.
Up next for the
Yeah,
Tigers,
I'm not
number
sure
2,
Pierce could have got to
Perrin.
that ball, but have been better off for him to catch it, moving towards first, making the throw. Mason was moving away from first, had to stop, settle his feet, and there's no way they would get him.
Kelleran will stand in. So the first base runner of the game for the Tigers. Kiral throws back and he's in safe. Gives us a chance to think Golden Motors were Price's priority. Ashley Vera, State Farm agent and cutoff. The State Bank and Trust Company, banking you can count on, member FDIC, as that one's bunted foul. Continuing the list, Joe Septic, on call 7 days a week, 24 hours a day for all your fencing and septic needs. Advanced Eye Institute, make the right call. Get your eyes checked by Dr. Darby Chasson today. SL Bank, local and friendly banking made easy. Throw over to first. It gives me a chance to rattle off a few more. SL Bank just did them. Calvin Braxton Ford. Buzz off mosquito control. I got 4 more after this pitch. Just bunted to the right side beautifully. Going to be a tough play. Kiral can't make the tag. Oh, they say he did get the tag. I'm not going to lie. Watching live, I thought he missed him.
No, they missed him, but I think they're going to call him
Out the base paths. Yeah, that's probably what it is, right? So the runner advances from first to second. That's probably the right call, but he was out of the base paths. It's a clean sack bunt. How about – oh, go
Next
ahead.
up for the
The
Tigers,
home
number
plate umpire
5,
was behind the
Blanco.
play looking right between down the line, so he had a great view to see that the guy did run out the base path.
Yeah, it is the right call. They didn't apply the tag, but he was out of the bases. As Jace Blanco will stand in with the runner in scoring position. Kiral delivers strike 1. Let's thank Thibodeau Regional Health System, a leader in bringing the latest and best technology to our region. DuckFab Inc., Maritime Safety Solutions LLC, and Melissa Campos CPA. We thank them all so much for their support of Tarpon Athletics. That one's hit to the left side. Pierce plays it on a hop. Got to make a throw. And he does. That's a good job there by Pierce. Boy, he makes that easy. Tarpons have him in a rundown. And the inning is over. I don't know what Morgan City was doing. The runner at second base headed to third after Pierce delivered the throw. The Tarpons caught him at third, and Morgan City clean runs themselves out of an inning. The Tigers strand a runner on the bases. We're going to the bottom 2. Still scoreless. We'll be back in 60 seconds on KLEB.
Hey, at first realizing that the guy was going to third.
Galicia will stand in. against a good pitcher in Keegan Lang. Mardo actually runs well for a catcher. They're playing him back. Maybe try to lay one down if he wants. That's high into the screen, 1-0. That's one thing if you're getting nitpicky about Lang. He fell behind everybody in the first inning. He did battle back and got most of them. But if you stay behind in the count, it's going to be tough. And he's behind 2-0 now. Pitch. It's wide, 3-0. Ichiro's telling Galicia, we need base runners. That tells me you're not allowed to swing the bat on this 3-0 pitch, young man, which is a strike. It's 3-1.
Yeah, it looks like it's almost going to hit the Tarpons players, but they're kind of close to the plate.
Yeah. Lang's 3-1. He walked him on 5 pitches, and the Tarpons have a leadoff base runner. See what they try to do. Do they maybe get creative here?
Early in the year, Mason was laying down some pretty good bunts. He just got to find his groove back.
Make sure you bunt a strike, especially with Lang struggling to throw them. He is bunting, and he pops it up into the screen, 0-1. Making contact has not been the issue. It has been exactly what we've seen, popping them foul into the screen. See if he could better lay one down here. Alamo is almost standing on first base. When they throw back, he's in easily.
Good chance he was.
Yeah.
He just started to walk off the bag when he threw the ball first.
Very quick move. The 0-1, he's bunting again. They're charging. It's low, and it's 1-1. Let me tell you something. The job that our guy Garisco has right now is not one that I would want. Because if Buzigard decides, hey, I'm not bunting, you're about 10 feet away from a guy that's batting the baseball. That's a tough gig. Bunting again, pulls back, and it's a ball again, 2-1. Now in a hitter's count, do they maybe afford him the opportunity to try to swing? We'll find out. He is bunting, and he pops it up. And it's an easy out to Lang, and there's one away. Frustrating.
Yeah, you got to lay him down. I mean,
Yeah, you got to get him down. And look, I'll go so far as to say this. If you want to make the playoffs, you better start laying him down.
almost gets to a point where, well, just go ahead and swing or find somebody who's going to lay it down.
Or that. Berg's the designated hitter. He'll stand in.
98.5. What's about 98?
Lang delivers. Way high, 1-0.
When I'm saying find somebody, it can be anybody in the lineup.
Yeah.
Because there's not many of us getting the bunts down.
Yeah, no doubt. It's been a struggle since we've started broadcast games. They did it great earlier in the year, but they're in a little slump with that now. The 1-0 is a strike, 1-1.
Alamo's got to be careful at first. He needs to get back to the bag a little quicker.
We're in the bottom two. Tarpons have a runner over at first. That is Titan Alamo. It's scoreless. South Lafourche trying to break the ice. Lang's pitch. Runner goes. It's in the dirt, and because it's in the dirt, Alamo will head to second. Uncontested. Tarpons try a hit and run. Berg did a good job protecting his runner there, swinging at the ball outside of the zone. Now there's a runner in scoring position. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and there's two away. So now the fate of the inning will rest. See if he can come through again. Alamo runs well. Anything into the outfield, going on contact, you like his chances. The pitch to Johnson, no step off. You would figure that the pitch count totals would favor the Tarpons early on. Lang has worked maybe a little harder than Kuro has. But nothing on the board just yet. Pitch to Johnson. Foul tip off of Twin, 0-1. Man, I hope he's okay. He just wore that one. He says he's good. Catcher will go and talk to the pitcher as a courtesy. Coach Gietros will talk to Brock Johnson as a courtesy. Buying time for our home plate umpire.
But
all he's worried about is that his mask is messed up. He's fine.
get a little scratch on his mask now.
Well, if not for the mask, he would be having stitches in his face.
Oh.
So I think he wins the trade. Johnson had good swing, was just a touch under the ball. 0-1. Lang's pitch. High, 1-1. Want to wish a happy 31st birthday to maybe the biggest Tarpon fan of them all, Hobie Angelette, celebrating his big 31 today.
Yep, happy birthday. Threw a strike to start the game.
Yeah, he did, with some velo behind it. Alamo takes his lead. He's got a nice size lead over at second. Lang will step off. You know, I got to tell you, I've been watching MLB all day. I love the new rule changes.
Oh,
It makes
shocked to hear it.
the game flows, man. There's never a stoppage. The 1-1. He has a nice breaking pitch for a strike, 1-2.
Yeah, you like it now until the Braves get caught by it.
Right, right. Fair enough. They did win today, 7-2. Johnson's behind in the count, trying to battle. Lang delivers. Low, good block by the catcher. 2-2.
And Cusco.
Yep, on deck is Hayden Kale. Hayden had a big base hit yesterday. Helped the Tarpons blow it open. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll retire the side. So the Tarpons again strand the runner in scoring position. Lang gets some big strikeouts when he needs the most. We're going to the third. We're still scoreless. Back in 60 seconds. It's the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. We'll keep our eyes on that. Mancuso will stand in. He's the catcher. First pitch of the third inning. Is a strike, 0-1. Coach Williams at Morgan City doing a good job. It's wide, 1-1. This is a Tigers team a couple of years ago that had only won 2 or 3 games the whole year. They've already got 12 this year. 1-1 foul into the screen, and it's 1-2.
You're so a little late on that swing.
Just feeling this at bat out. If Curall throws his best breaking pitch right here, there's going to be 1 away. But he's going to have to execute it. Let's see, the 1-2. Goes with the heater instead, but the same result. There's 1 away. Struck him out. And now Oakland will stand in. It is the first
Up next
strikeout
for the
of
Tigers, number
Curall.
13, Oakland.
We just had the feeling since earlier as that is a strike 0-1. Morgan City better find a run somewhere because it's going to be tough for them today. Cural's working quick. That's into the screen, and it's 0-2. You know it's there, but you still flinch every time it hits the screen.
Yeah, I thought you sat on the tack or something, or you jumped.
No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch to Oakland high. Tried to get him to chase. He did not offer. The 1-2. Get in the air to right. They're chasing it down. Good catch out there by Angelette, and there's 2 away. Let me tell you, Angelette read that ball well off the bat because off the bat I thought it was trouble, but he knew exactly where to
Up next
run.
for the Tigers, number 10, Gagliano.
Now Gagliano will stand in.
And that was a nice play by Angelette. And you're correct, because he got a good read right off the bat.
Curall has faced the minimum. That's low. It hasn't been 8 up and 8 down, but he has only needed to face 8 batters to get the 8 out so far. Glenn just had to slow him down. He's working so fast. Hey, relax. Batter hadn't even all the way gotten back into the box yet. It's wide, 2-0. Pitch. Ooh, that just missed.
And you know,
Reno.
they're going to check out the outfield. Trucks out in the outfield.
Oh, yeah. Truck, I'm sure, is causing
He's
problems
cutting
out
up
there. A 3-0. He walked him on 4. Boy, where'd that come from? 4-pitch walk to the 9-hole hitter, Gagliano. Now Stratton will stand in.
Up next for the Tigers, number 3, Stratton.
Stratton grounded out to Pierce at short.
On a hard hit ball right at him.
See if Curall could refine that release point. That's foul on the left side, out of play, 0-1.
Now I think Cural's going to have to come in some type of off speed right here.
Stratton seems to be on it, doesn't he?
Because he definitely hit that one hard, foul.
Gagliano has got a big old lead, and they'll throw back, and he's in safe. He plays basketball. He's a good athlete. We've seen him. He's a multi-sport guy. Oh, they had him leaning, but the throw was a little higher than it needed to be, and he's safe. So it's 0-1. Throw back again, and he's in safe again. The visiting half of the third, top 3. We're scoreless between the Tarpons and Morgan City. The 0-1. Runner goes, and it'll get through the wickets of Galicia, so Morgan City will have a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, I think Eduardo saw him taking off the second. He maybe came out of his stance a little bit, and the ball just passed right under his glove.
Yep, he pounced trying to throw. 1-1. Tigers with their best scoring opportunity, perhaps. That's off. Draw. Takes a peek at the runner, the 1-1. That's a strike 1 and 2 on the outside black. Tarpons would love to get out of this, set up their offense. It's 9-1 and 2 for Blue in play. Gets to the bottom 3. Kira will call time. He wants to talk to Galicia. This mound visit is brought to you by 3T Oil, home of the drive-through oil change. Your Tarpon infielder, keep that ball in front of you. Don't let it get into the outfield. If you can, make the play first. 1-2. Blocked by Galicia, but the runner taken off. They'll throw, and he's in safe. Sanamo did a good job keeping that ball out of the outfield.
Yeah, Sanamo just saved the run because that ball was tailing away from him.
So it's 2 and 2. The runner now at third. The Tigers trying to scratch one across. Pitch wide, 3 and 2. Stratton was trying to call time, was not granted time.
Got a little lucky.
Kiro trying to get a big third out. Full count delivery into the fence, and we'll do it again.
Well, you see, a lot of times these batters would come up and put their hand up, calling time from the umpire. Umpire's not granting them time. When you step in the batter's box, you better be ready. And Kiro is on the mound ready to fire as soon as they step in there.
It's 3 and 2. Runner at third. Pitch hit a mile in the air. Foul. Heads up. Oh. And it'll stay full.
This guy's looking at where that ball came from. We got a baseball game going on right here.
Ricocheted off of the automobile, unfortunately. Morgan City is making Kiro work in this half inning. He's working from the windup. The 3-2 pitch. Hit in the air, behind us, foul, and out of play.
How far behind?
Yeah, it's pretty far. I actually did see that one. And the battle brews on. And another. Chopped on the left side. Gloved by Sanamo. Got to make a long throw. No chance. Morgan City has taken the lead on an infield single. There's nothing Sanamo could do. It was just a slow hit ground ball, and the Tigers take the lead.
A lot of times, I know you want to let it, try and see if it's going to go foul, but he had no chance. He had to come up and make that play.
Up next for the Tigers, number 18, Lacoste.
There's a long through, kind of bobbled it a little bit in his glove, but there was no chance of getting Stratton.
Lacoste will stand in after the Tigers have taken the lead. Time is granted that time right before the pitch, so no pitch there. Morgan City has one across. Throw back and the runner's in safe. Tell you, this is a much better baseball team than a couple years ago. They are sound. It's into the screen 0-1. But, a big part of that, of course, we talked about the coaching. Coach Williams is back. But I recognize all of these names from last year. So they didn't lose any. Stratton, Lacoste, Lang, Garisco, Kellerin, Blanco. That's all dudes that played last year. Tarpons try another pickoff attempt. Did Blue just tell him to stop throwing over? It's not MLB. There's no limit.
No.
Told him something.
Well, he didn't tell him that because he threw over. He might have been talking to his umpire, too. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Deal one. Hit and run, and it's a base hit. Runner makes a turn at first, or at second rather, but will retreat back, and it is a single. And the Tigers are starting to get some good swings. They have runners at first and second after the hit from Lacoste. And Lang will stand in with a chance to help himself. Mound visit coming from Coach Bucky. Brought to you by 3T Oil. Kiro was humming along in the first couple of innings and was humming along this inning. You got the first two guys out, strikeout, fly out, and a walk, stolen base, a couple of different things happen. You get an infield single, mounts to a run, and then a base hit from Lacoste.
Next up for the Tigers, number 28, Lang.
Lang will stand in with a chance to do some big damage. There's a force at every base, of course not at home plate, but at first, second, and third.
Okay, he's telling Kiro wait on him.
It's going a little too quick.
Yeah.
Pitch, swing, and a miss. It's not tipped, though. Everybody's going to advance. So now Morgan City has two in scoring position. Thought for a second that one was maybe tipped, but it was not. Tigers have a real chance here. The 0-1. Good pitch, and it's 0-2. That was a good hook right there from Curall.
Yeah, Lang was thinking that was a little high, but that was right. Edge of the top end of the strike zone.
Lang was trying to call time. Flynn said, no, sir. That's blocked by Galicia. And Lang was shaking his head the whole time he was being denied. So you see there, still talking about it. The 1-2. Got him, no doubt. And that'll retire the side. So Morgan City gets a run, but strands a couple in scoring position. We'll see if the Tarpon bats can get hot. Kale will stand in. He had a 2 RBI base hit yesterday. The pitch inside 1-0. Could maybe get a score a little later on from the LSU-Tennessee baseball game as LSU's in another big showdown matchup. 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. Takale. This one ain't going to miss 2-1.
Let you know I'm fighting through an injury today. Hit my thumb with a hammer.
Well, why would you do that? 2-1. Low.
I missed the nail.
3 balls and 1 strike. Ooh. He walked him, so it's a leadoff walk for the Tarps. Obviously, I'm being sarcastic, but it feels like just about every time that leadoff walk comes around, Kale is quickly back after a quick throw over from Lang.
Someone's getting picked off this game. It's getting close.
Sanamo stands in. Sees a strike, 0-1. Sanamo grounded out to the second baseman his first time up, Lacoste. No balls and 1 strike. Lang's pitch in the dirt. It's 1-1.
Batters are getting in there. Sanamo again, I look like trying to call time was not granted.
Yeah, it's not a good day to call time today.
Once you get 2 feet in that box, it's on.
Lang taking a peek at the runner. He'll throw over, and he's in safe, but not by a whole lot.
Better throw from Lang would have had him.
Tarpons trying to answer the Morgan City run that they got in the top of the third. The 1-1 high, 2-1. Have an announcement to make. Oh no, I didn't. I thought Truck had left. I was about to say Truck has left the building, but no, he's still out there. Truck and I had an interesting day today in New Orleans.
Hit and run.
Hit and run, and it's fouled into the screen. 2-2. Uh-oh. Somebody's playing with a ball out there. Got away. An error committed in the stands. Lang has the baseball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch to Sanamo. Hit in the air to center. And it'll be caught by the shortstop. Thought it had a little more carry off the bat. I thought it would get into the outfield, but it just kind of died. Hotter Tarpon hitters. He had a base hit to left his first time up. See if he can come through. Showing bunt. Don't think he's bunting. He'll throw over. Maybe I'm wrong.
If he does, I'm curious to see why Sanamo wouldn't.
Yeah.
Maybe, Pierce will be a better bunter. Who knows?
I'm not buying this. I don't think he's bunting. He's going to pull back and try to slap. Nope, he is bunting. Bunt on the right side, and it's foul, 0-1.
Nice bunt if that would have stayed fair.
Yep, could have potentially been an infield single. Giral is on deck for the Tarps. Jacob Pierce trying to get his second knock of the day. Well, the scouting report we got on Lang before the game started was that he was good. They were not lying to us. He is good. The 0-1, he pulls back this time and slaps it to the shortstop. He'll get it to the second base bag for one, but Pierce will beat it at first, so it's a fielder's choice ground out. See if, with 2 outs, if he could hit it over an outfielder's head.
He's been making contact. Pretty much, he's hitting a lot of times right at people.
Lang's pitch in the dirt. He'll throw back behind Pierce, but he's in safe. It's 1-0. Giroux is the pitcher of record. He's worked 3 innings. Now trying to help himself at the plate.
Pierce with a huge lead.
1-0. High. 2-0. It would be safe to say Pierce is probably the most aggressive Tarpon base runner. He's
Yes.
always active. He's got a huge lead, as you said. He'll throw back, and he's narrowly in safe. Two balls and no strikes. The 2-0 hit foul on the right side, out of play, and it's 2-1. Just missed the heater that time.
Wind dies down a little, then you get a little gust.
Lang delivers. Hit in the air to left.
Run.
And that's kind of dying in the wind out there, and that'll retire the side. So the Tarpons get a runner to first base, but can never get a second hit to compound it. We're going to the 4th. It's 1 for Morgan City, 0 for South Lafourche. We'll be back in 60 seconds. He would like to have a quick inning on the mound, set up his bats.
Tonight's 4th inning is brought to you by Coastal Broadcasting. Coastal Broadcasting.
Oh, this is our inning, the Coastal Broadcasting 4th inning. It's time to get some runs.
Leading off for the Tigers, number 14, Garisco.
Best inning of the game.
Right? Garisco had a base hit to short his first time up. That's wide, 1-0. Pitch. Low, 2-0. There's still some sunlight, but we are playing also under the stadium lights. Two balls and no strikes. Chopped on the left side and just to the left of the bag. Sandomo has the best vision of anyone in the park. He let that one go, and it just was to the left of the bag. But the right decision.
Yeah. That was close.
2-1. Hit on the right side. Buzigard will play it on a hop. Got to make a throw, and he does. 1 away. The Tarpons get an early inning out. Mad
Up
Dog.
next for the
Maddox
Tigers,
Bellerin
number
will stand
2,
in.
Pellerin.
A clean sack bunt his first time up. Pitch. High 1-0. Tarpons are off tomorrow and are back at it Saturday against Hahnville. That one's hit in the air to center. Kale coming in. Pierce going out. Kale wants it, and he makes the play for the out. 2 away. And you were mentioning something to me that is very interesting, is that when we see Hahnville Saturday, it'll be their second game of the
Up next
day.
for the
They're playing a
Tigers,
district game with East St.
number
John
5,
earlier in
Blanco.
the day.
Yep, 11 o'clock, I believe it is. They'll be playing East St. John.
So I could tell you that the first pitch is scheduled for 1, but it's likely to be just a random time whenever that other game wraps up. There's a strike 0-1 to Blanco, who stands in. Second pitch is high. So if you're a Tarpon fan, you're rooting for about a good 14, 15 innings between Hahnville and East St. John, right?
Yeah, that'll help.
The 1-1. And it's fouled into the screen 1-2. Now the overwhelming likelihood is that it's maybe going to be a 5-inning game, though. East St. John is kind of a little behind everyone else in that 5A district. But you never know in the game of baseball. Right. The 1-2. High, 2-2. 2 outs, no one aboard in the visiting half of the fourth. Top four, it's 1-0 Morgan City.
He's going to warn the Morgan City dugout.
For what?
Probably chanting.
For having fun.
Something.
Okay.
I would think. He started walking right toward the dugout, then he stopped.
He was a little annoyed when talking to Coach Williams. Not going to lie, he wasn't happy. They're doing something that got in his crawl.
Well, we've seen one coach yell at his team.
Oh, goodness, man.
Earlier.
Yeah. Now they're clapping. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll retire the side. We're going to the home half of the fourth. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Cura on the mound. See if the bats come to life. It's 1-0 Morgan City. We're back in 60 seconds with the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. I don't know what.
Yep, they're going to eject.
So here's my issue. Here's my issue. He's going to throw out an entire section of fans based on something he didn't hear, something that he is hearing someone else tell him was said. In which case, if I'm the left fielder, I'm going to just say every game, oh, yeah, they're chanting, call me name. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. Lang will stand in. Wide 1-0.
And if it's so bad, why are we continuing to play?
Thank you. One ball, no strikes. Way wide, 2-0. Hit. Oh, off the post out there. Heads up. 2-1. What are the odds of that?
Very slim.
Lang working quick, the 2-1. That's wide, 3-1. Ledea is in a hitter's count, and he is a good hitter. If he gets a fastball in that sweet spot, he can hammer it. The pitch in the dirt. The leadoff walk for the Tarps. But don't be too happy about that leadoff walk, guys. Let's not cheer too much.
Yeah, you be.
Pitching visit brought to you by 3T. And again, I'm no pitcher. Galicia had one of those walks earlier in the game. It started the second inning. He shows bunt. He gets it down on the first base side.
Beautiful bunt.
It is very well done. It is a clean sacrifice bunt. The Tarpons will get a runner in scoring position. So good job by Eduardo. Base hit to the outfield could tie this thing up. But that's easier said than done against a very tough customer on the mound. Delivers. There's the strike, 0-1. Mason tried to bunt. Unsuccessfully his first time up. He popped it up. The 0-1. In the dirt, good. Blocked by Mancuso. And it's 1-1. Home half of the fourth. Tarpons trying to level this thing up. It's 1-0 Morgan City as it stands now. The 1-1. Low, 2-1. Coach Glenda to our left saying a walk is just as good. She thinks that Lang is losing his control a little. See if she's right. The 2-1. High and inside, 3-1.
That was some high heat.
And now Mancuso going to go talk to Lang. Look, he just walked Ledea. He's been all over the place this at bat. If I'm Coach Guitros, I'm maybe, and I hate to do this 3-1, but you might get a good pitch to hit. I may be saying, hey, let's see one here. It's been a tough offensive day. But we'll see. Big hole in the right side for him if he could hit it the other way. And it's a swing and a miss. It's a full count.
Look, that was a good pitch by Lang. That was toward the inside. That's a tough pitch to hit.
When he's needed to, he has found an extra gear tonight. The full count delivery. He was way late and there's 2 away. Blew him away that time. So talking to Lang.
Come on, Cam, base hit.
See if Bird could get a base shot right here. Still got that same hole on the right side if he could squirt one that way. Good breaking pitch for a strike 0-1. That's a good hook there. I'd be interested if you could get the information after this inning how many pitches he's thrown, but he has had some stressful innings. The 0-1 in the dirt, 1-1. Leday's over at second base. He's standing there looking for an excuse to sprint home. The 1-1 in the dirt, another good block. Boy, Mancuso's a good one defensively, isn't he? He has been a brick wall back there tonight.
Now, I'll tell you something after this pitch. That just irks me.
Yeah? 2 balls and 1 strike. Time called. Go ahead.
They're going to delay the start of the inning, correct? Because they're going to say someone in outfield, and they're saying, well, they got to go get him out. No one left.
No one's left.
So,
No one is left. I still don't understand how you could throw somebody out for something you yourself didn't hear or see. The 2-1. Low, 3-1. On deck is Brock Johnson. Lang working slow as he has with runners on base. He slows to a crawl. Maybe to try to keep the Tarpon hitters out of rhythm. The 3-1. It's a walk, and the Tarpons have a couple of men on. Catcher talks to him after every at-bat.
yeah, I don't think there's any rule on that. That'll be the next one.
I mean, they have met now 2-3 times in this inning. Johnson will stand in.
You know, sometimes you see that when you got a relief pitch, you got it warming up in the pen, but there's no action.
No. Got to be patient. He's all over the place. There's a strike 0-1. The bottom of the 4th, the Tarpons are threatening. They've been threatening all game, just haven't been able to get the timely hit. See if they could deliver here. High, 1-1. The wind has died a little bit since the sun has started to sink. Not nothing like it was earlier this afternoon. The 1-1. Inside corner for a strike, 1-2.
Yeah, Lang's been We're right behind the plate. That is right on the corner. That's a good call.
Oh, yeah, good call.
That's a tough pitch to hit. That's a good spot.
You're going to jam yourself if you try to chase that one. The 1-2. Got him, and that'll retire the side. Tarpons got a couple in scoring position and again cannot deliver that timely hit. We're going to the 5th. It's 1-0 Morgan City. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Tarpons Sports Radio Network. Figure,
Coach Scott Sanamo on the ball for us once again.
wouldn't figure Lang could, I guess he could go the whole way, but boy, it'd be close with the way the Tarpons have been working him. First pitch of the 5th. Wide 1-0.
Up to bat for the Tigers, number 8, Mancuso.
He struck out his first time up. That was in the 3rd inning to lead it off. That one's hit in the air. Look out. Into the ditch, and it's 1-1. Did I ever tell you how much I dislike foul balls? One's low, 2-1.
Stay away from us.
Yeah, you're right. Two-one delivery. They're on the left side, gloved. Oh, not gloved. Through the glove of Sanamo. Got a bad hop. But a play that he should probably make. And the Tigers will have a leadoff base runner. Now Oquan will stand in.
Up next for the Tigers, number 13, Oquan.
We've got a pinch runner.
Give me a number.
Tigers. Well, I wish I could.
4. Looks like Solar. Yeah, I think it's number 4, Solar.
Courtesy runner at first base, number 4, Solar.
Shows bunt, and it is a strike. He didn't get it down, didn't get the bat back. Does Oquan, the right fielder, he flew out to Angelette in right his first time up. Morgan City trying to play a little small ball, trying to scratch another one across. Boy, that was not great technique there. He just stabbed at that one. Came up empty 0-2. Wouldn't think they would ask him to do it again. That he fouls into the screen, stays alive.
No, those 2 bunt attempts he had.
Yeah. So it's 0-2 to Oquan. The right fielder. The throw back and the runners in safe.
They may have had a steal attempt on. Solar was digging deep. Got him.
Oh, just missed inside. 1-2. Didn't miss by much. The runner was not going on the pitch. I think the runner will be going on this pitch. Let's see. The 1-2 not going. It's tied 2-2. Want some action here. You don't want to work it full. Not against the bottom of their order. It was back in the runners in safe.
Solar has a pretty large lead at first.
Throw back. Ooh, a closer play that time, but he's in safe.
And you look on his lead, he's leaning towards second.
Hit foul into the screen on the 2-2, and we'll do it over again. So give Oakland credit. He couldn't get the bunt down. He's fighting, though. And
No, that's only 3.
he thinks he just walked.
I don't know where he's going.
Throw the ball to first. That's a live ball.
They just stole second base.
Yes, so the Tarpons were not aware.
He just stole second. They're bringing him back to first.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Morgan City. Oh, my. Look, the Morgan City coaches are saying it's a live ball, and they're right. That should be a stolen
Why
base.
would you call time? There's absolutely no reason to call time.
Now, it is a full count. That part is not debatable.
Now, we should have threw the ball on and get him out at second.
Oh, boy. The 3-2 popped up. Can anyone make a play? They cannot. It's foul, and it stays 3-2.
Yeah, Tarpons got one right here. I don't see how you can call time. Fortunately, he did.
3-2. Hit in the air. Heads up. Delicia made the play. He fought the screen and made the play. And there's one out.
I would argue that the ball hit the net first.
That's the argument that's being made. And you're going to go and appeal to somebody who was 50
Tigers,
feet
number
farther
10.
away.
Gagliano.
Like he's going to have been able to have seen that. He's out. How are you going to appeal to someone who was? Oh my goodness. Anyway, Gagliano stands in.
Look, we're right, but you can hear the ball, I believe, hit that net.
Yeah.
Nice catch though by Calicia.
Tarpons will take it. See if we could roll a pair. Gagliano standing in. They throw back and nearly had him that time. Coach Guitros thought it was a yes. Jean Reno said it was a no. Throw back and he's in safe. No doubt that time. This has been a weird game. There's only been one run scored, but it's been a weird game. There's a strike. 0-1. Tarpons have Kale, Sanamo, and Pierce 9-1-2 when play resumes on the home half.
If I was solo, I'd be tired of diving back. I would just take a shorter lead.
Yeah, and just stand on first. Swing and a miss, 0-2. We saw that yesterday. The pinch runner for H.L. Bourgeois was about 6 inches from the base when he was taking his lead. The 0-2 hit in the air on the infield on the left side. Who wants it? Sanamo calls it and got the play. 2 away. Good job by Curall and
Next for the
Sanamo.
Tigers, number 3, Stratton.
Now you got to face the top, Stratton, who has an infield single his last time up. Got to get out of this inning clean. Some of their better hitters lurking. This is the part of the order that did 2-out damage in the inning that they scored. It was Stratton who had an infield single that netted an RBI. Throw back and he's in safe. Top 5. Curall delivers. Good breaking pitch foul. Then it's 0-1. Curall is not able to go the distance. I don't know what the Tarpons are going to use with Buzzyguard's unavailable, Santamo's unavailable. Pierce should be good. Worley should be good. Have to be one of that crew.
Or Brock
Johnson,
Johnson.
yeah,
That would
good.
be the 3. But they can ride Curall as long as they can.
Yeah, I think so. Well, he might run out of stamina on his arm throwing it to first.
So if this was the MLB, the game would be over.
Oh, yeah. The 0-1 is high. Gets by Galicia. That would have been a pass ball if the runner would advance, but no advance. Galicia does have a little bad habit of that. When he thinks the runner's going, he pops up before he catches the ball out of the stance a little bit. 1-1. That's high, way high. It's 2-1.
We had 1 mound visit so far.
So no more to go. That's high. 3-1.
If he loses this one, we may see another one.
Three and 1 to Stratton. There's a strike, and it's full. So the runner at first, after all the back and forth cat and mouse, he's going to get a head start here.
We'll pick him off right here.
Pitch, get in the air to center. Can Kale chase it down? He's under it. He will make the play, and that'll retire the side. So the Tigers get a runner to first, but nothing on the board. It's time to score some runs. It's been 1-0 for too long. We're going to the home half of the 5th. We're back in 60 seconds on KLEB. Let's play some baseball. It's been leadoff walks, as that's high 1-0. The appeal, and he didn't offer. Tarpons got a leadoff walk in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and haven't scored them in any. That's got to reverse at some point. Hit up the middle, and a base hit for Kale, leading off the rally. The 4th inning in a row, the Tarpons get the leadoff man aboard. Something's got to give, right? As Sanamo will stand in. I think the motivation behind that is to let one of your better hitters swing away. Quick pickoff throw over at first.
Look, either decision you go with Sanamo the plate is good.
Yep. And guess what? Mancuso will go and talk to his pitcher for about the 30th time today. meeting is a short one. See if Santa Mo could come through. Nice size lead for Kale. He is not bunting, and it's low, 1-0. Boy, just looking at the schedule, looking at where you are in the power rating number, it just feels like this is a must-win game for the Tarpons. 1-0. Strike, 1-1.
Yeah, especially with our schedule that's coming up. 'Cause, I mean, we have a chance. I think we can possibly go on a little streak, a winning streak.
Lang delivers. That's low, 2-1. Good eye from Santa Mo that time. The home half of the fifth. Morgan City leads by a run. It's the only run that's been scored in the game. 2-1. That's a strike, 2-2.
Well, if Lang doesn't get outs quick, Tiger's going to have to go to the bullpen.
Yeah, he'd max out. He was at 71. He's already thrown, 6 or 7 this inning, pushing 80. Goes back, and he's just under the tag. Kale was leaning a little bit, and he just got back in safe.
Good throw would have had him.
Yep, a good throw would have had him. Tarpons caught a break. Let's see if they can make it hurt. The 2-2. Chopped on the left side, fielded by the shortstop, gets it to the bag for 1 at second. So it's a fielder's choice ground out, and there's 1 away. Close play that time. He was busting it. Pierce got a base hit to the left, and he's grounded out to short.
The lead Santa Mo has.
Santa Mo has a huge lead. He's not going, and it's a called strike, 0-1. With a lead like that at some point in the at-bat, you got to think he's going to be heading on down to second, or at least trying to. Shows bunt, he's going, pulls back. They'll throw down there. He's in there easily. The ball gets into the outfield. So the Tarpons steal second. Pitch was called a ball. Now I ain't bunting anymore. I'm giving myself 2 shots to get a base hit to tie this thing up.
Java Santa Mo, second baseman still had the ball.
The old hidden ball trick.
Yes.
Lang has worked slow throughout the afternoon, and guess what? Mancuso will go and talk to him now for the 32nd time today. We're kidding, of course, but it has been a lengthy conversation. Coach Guitros is going to go talk to Jean Reno about something. I think Chandler thinks that last hidden ball play was a ball.
Oh, they're going to call it because Jones just says I messed up.
The Morgan City fans are saying, let's play baseball. The team that has attempted to not play baseball, visiting their pitcher 1,000 times today. Play will resume.
I'm not sure what happened.
I think this will be another one of those where
I thought they were going to call because Jean was saying, look, he was hitting his chest like he messed up.
Yeah, I think it'll be another one of those, and maybe just after the fact they realized they made a mistake. Tarpons have had a few of those this year. Let's see if they can get it right with a knock here, though. The 1-1 in the dirt. Tarpons will try to take third, and they will. So I guess it doesn't matter. You get your balk anyway. Rasheed Wallace says the ball don't lie. Now a fly ball, ground ball to the right side could tie it up. 2-1 to Jacob Pierce. The infield coming in on the corners. The Tigers will try to chop that run off at the plate.
They can definitely do a little squeeze play right here.
He's coming.
Stealing.
He gets it down. We're tied.
Play it first. There's nobody covering the bag. Jacob Pierce, attaboy. What an execution on the suicide squeeze. A, you have to get it down. B, he got it down in a perfect spot to leg it out. We're tied. What a bunt, what a play, what a spot. Next up for the Tarpons, number 11, Jacob Kilo.
I mean, you got Luke Sanamo on third base with all that speed. Pierce has been laying down some good bunts the last few times. So, yeah, that was a great call.
This inning is not over yet, but you got big Jacob Curall standing in. Throw back and the runner is safe. Been a good game. Very well played game. Time called. See if Curall could find the barrel and drive something. The pitch, high, 1-0.
Lang looks a little bit frustrated out here.
Yeah, you get the feeling that if something else bad happens to Morgan City this inning, that the water's going to start seeping through that dam. The 1-0. Hit in the air to center, but right at him. Center field is there, makes the play for the out two-way. So second time in the game, Curall flies out the center.
Next up for the Tarpons, number 2.
But they had a big hit yesterday in the Tarpons win. He walked his last time up. That led off the fourth inning. Big old lead from Pierce. He's not going. Pitch is hit foul on the left side. It's 0-1. Leday has home run power. He hit one out earlier in the season, but I'd take a double down the line right now.
That'll score Pierce.
The 0-1. Runner goes. Throw down to second, and he beat it. The Tarpons have a runner in scoring position as a bang-bang play. Pitch was called a ball. Now base hit to the outfield to give the Tarpons the lead.
Well, the ball was thrown to the shortstop side of the bag. That allowed Pierce to get in there in safely.
And then, important to note again, the pitch was called a ball. It was a close pitch. The 1-1. Foul over into the football stadium, 1-2.
Lang has to be pushing 90 pitches.
It has been a stressful outing, stressful but very successful outing. He has been terrific. And a big spot here. Time called. And we're going to redraw the batter's box. The 1-2. Put on the left side. The shortstop. Oh, move it! And the Tarpons are going to take the lead. Pierce heading home. He's in safe. The play at second is not in time into the outfield. The ball gets by. Leday will stop at third. The Tarpons have taken the lead. Oh, it's not Leday. Yeah, it is Leday. My bad. So the Tarpons take the lead on the error.
They were throwing the ball around.
And now Galicia will stand in, with the Tarpons having an opportunity to continue to further the damage.
What they were doing?
Absolutely nothing. The lady here was antagonizing.
An inning that's not over yet. Galicia with a chance to give a big insurance run. The pitch.
Hit him.
Hit him. The Tarpons have runners at the corners. Coach, I think Lang's out of gas. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Lang still out there. Huge spot in the game. The pitch. Hit foul hard into the netting on 1. He was a smidge late. If he kind of got the barrel out a half a second sooner, not even a half a second, 100th of a second sooner, he could have laced that one to the left. It's 0-1. You know what would be nice right now? And Mancuso's going to be a hard one to get this one against. A wild pitch would be nice right now for the Tarps. But you're facing a wall back there. The Tarpons have a huge jump. They're going to try to steal a run here. And Lang's going to just not throw the ball to avoid that run down. Maybe a smart play.
I think it is. Could you get in a rundown?
Tarpons are scoring.
I was a Tarpons. I would do it again.
0-1.
Hit him.
Nearly hit him inside. 1-1. You try to steal here, knowing that they might not throw down. Maybe get 2 in scoring position. 1-1. It hit him. Oh, it hit him hard, too. The bases are loaded. Mason Buzigard just got hammered by a pitch. And Camden Berg will stand in. I just don't know how much is left in the tank of Lang.
Next up for the Tarpons, number 15, Camden Berg.
Very patient here. You don't want to give an out in the early stages of this at bat against a guy who's leaking oil everywhere. The bases are full of Tarpons in a spot to maybe try to blow it open. They'll try to pick off at third, and the runner's in safe. I've never seen that before.
No.
But the Tarpons had a huge lead down there, so it wasn't a bad try. The pitch. Breaking pitch foul into the netting, 0-1. Two are across in the inning, but boy, a base hit could really do some damage to Morgan City's chances here. Berg drew a walk his last time up. Now out of the windup, Lang. Low, 1-1. I'm a little surprised he's going out of the windup. He's had some trouble out of the windup today with his command. The 1-1. High and by the catcher. They're coming home. Play at the plate, and he's in there. A good throw would have had him, but they did not execute. And the Tarpons will have runners at the corners and another run across. The pitch was called a ball. It'll be a 2-1 count to Berg when play resumes.
Not sure what our runner's doing at first. Yeah, a good throw would have had him. That throw was on the other side of the plate.
Morgan City is coming unglued a little bit in this inning. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. Runner at first is Buzigard. Here's Lang's pitch. Hit up the middle, fielded by the shortstop, gets it to the bag in time, and that'll retire the side. But Tarpons have taken the lead. They lead 3-1. We're going to the 6th. But South Lafourche up by a couple. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the Tarpon Sports Radio Network.
We had 2 hits. Not bad. 2 hits in that.
Leading off for the Tigers, number 18, Lacoste.
The job's not over yet, because you got the heart of their order. 2, 3, and 4. Lacoste, Lang, and Garuso.
Lang's at 96.
He could, in theory, come back out. I just didn't know. I don't know what's left, man. He looked gassed. First pitch of the 6th inning from Curall is wide, 1-0. Boy, you would love to have a quick defensive inning here. That one's fouled behind us. Heads up into the street, and it's 1-1. One ball and 1 strike. Cural's pitch. Get on the right side. Buzigard pouncing it. Oh, a bad hop. That'll be an E. Tarpon Air to lead off the inning. Boy, that hurt. Setting up the heart of their order.
Yeah, he was.
And next for the Tigers, number 28, Lang.
Hit him square in the chest.
Now Lang will stand, and he grounded out to short, swung out, or struck out swinging, rather. No, he's frustrated. He just had a rough inning on the mound. He'd love to tattoo something somewhere. Pitch. Runner goes.
Oh, what was that?
And they'll be safe at second. That got to be a hit and run.
Yeah.
And he was protecting his base runner as he swung at a pitch that was way out of the zone.
Late.
Yeah. So it's 0-1. Time called. There are about 20 people in the dugout, but none of them are baseball players. Oh, no one is warming up. I'm not in the dugout, in the bullpen, rather.
Yeah, I was looking.
I'm sorry, in the bullpen. The 0-1. Breaking pitch for a strike, 0-2. A good hitter behind in the count, 0-2. Curall hungry for a first out of the inning. I'm granted. Lang has not been happy with the time, no time situation. The second at bat in a row that he's not happy. If you're in there, why do you always need to not be? I don't get it. The 0-2. chopped on the left side. Pierce will play it. Got to make a throw, and he beat it. There was a little hesitation getting the ball out of the glove, and I think at the end of the day, that cost the Tarpons. There's 2 base runners now for Morgan City.
Yeah, Pierce had to play the guy running in front of him, coming up to make the play. And the ball kind of stayed in his glove just a little. And Lang dove head first at first base to slide.
Courtesy runner for the Tigers, number 1, Hillebrow.
Hillebrow will be running over at first. Morgan City showing some guts.
Next up for the Tigers, number
Into the
14,
lead, they come
Garusco.
right back and get runners at the corners. Garusco, their cleanup guy, is 1 for 2 with a chance to get them in a much better spot here. Time call. Ooh, pickoff attempt is not in time. I think if O'Day would have been a little more ready to receive that one, they could have had a chance. He wasn't all the way on the first base bag. They tried again. They'll nearly get him, but he's unsafe.
I'm not sure what these runners are doing at first. He hurt himself in that.
Pinch runner has hurt his knee. That's not good when you're a pinch runner.
No, they found just another way to slow this down. He hurt it the play before diving back to the bag.
Looks like he'll stay out there. The first pitch of the at-bat, Garusco. He's out. He picked him off. What are they doing? They throw to third and throw it away. Well, we saw mistakes both ways there. The Tarpons get an out on the bases, and instead of just being happy with that, they try to force feed one to third and throw it away. No clue what that was about there. Now the bases are cleared, and it's 3-2. That's a big mistake.
The pinch runner dove back to first, but he didn't get there. I wonder if that knee affected it. Kind of slipped.
Now no balls and no strikes. No one on, and it's a swinging strike 0-1. Tarpons still have a 1-run lead. And again, this has just been a weird game. A lot of weird things have happened in this one. Wide 1-1. It's been a game without a whole lot of flow and rhythm. It's been just kind of slowly dragging along. The 1-1. Get to the right side. That's trouble. That's a base hit for Morgan City. The Tigers will have another base runner on the base hit from Garusco. Now Pellerin will stand in.
Next up for the Tigers, number 2, Pellerin.
Oh, how big is that pickoff?
Gutierrez is asking if he has any more mound visits. Tarpons have been burned by that once this season. He does have one more, and Coach Buck will utilize that right now. This mound visit is brought to you by 3T Oil, home of the drive-through oil change in the top of the 6th with 1 out. Now a 3-2 game. Tarpons in front of Morgan City.
Kiro started the inning off with 71.
He's throwing a bunch this inning.
Yeah, and Morgan City coach will stop asking if we have a trainer here. Work of the classic truck.
Will stand in. Ural delivers. Fouled into the netting. It's 0-1. You know what I would like right now? A hard ground ball right to Jacob Pierce. Throw back and the runner's in safe. Morgan City has made some running mistakes today. And in a one-run game, that could potentially bite you. The 0-1. Hit a mile in the air.
Well, that's coming right at
No shorter. Yeah, it's short. I had it all the way, Kale. Tarpons get the second out. Did I tell you that I hate foul balls?
Well, that one there was.
Next up for the Tigers, number 5, Blanco.
He's grounded out and struck out. There are 2 outs in the inning. The pitch. Swing and a miss 0-1. 1 across in the inning. Tarpons trying to hold on to their lead. Pick off throw and he's in safe. Like the resiliency of Morgan City coming right back in this half inning, scoring a run. That's low. Blanco, their first baseman. Choked up on the bat. It's going to be a short swing, just trying to find a hole. It is a short swing to third. Sanamo's got it. Got to make a throw. In time, and that'll retire the side. Morgan City gets a run, but the Tarpons still hold on to the lead. We're going to the home half of the 6th. It's 3-2 Blue. We'll be back in 60 seconds. It's the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. How much stamina does Lang have?
4 for 2.
4 for 2. 4 Solar. So Pellerin's out at short. And so heads up, as that's foul 0-1. So Pellerin is out at short and Solar's at short. That's the sub.
Take the home plate umpire.
Pitch to Vedros. So a strike 0-2. Vedros got to feel like, man, pinch hitting. Don't get a whole lot of at bats. He's been wild all day. He's 0-2 on me. That's wide, 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. Delivery. Wide and high, 2-2. Good job battling. Good eye from Vedros. 2-2. Swing and a miss, and there's one away. Good pitch from Lang. Now Hayden Colley was standing. He's had some of the most.
Up next for the Tarpons, number 6, Hayden Colley.
Walked and got a base hit. Hayden's been seeing the ball really well out of that 9 spot. He's had some really good at bats. You see the strike 0-1. Pitch. A strike 0-2. I don't know about that one. That one looked maybe a little low.
You figure Lang's just going to come here and try and throw some heat and get strikes.
Yeah, and empty the tank. Swing and a miss. 2 quick outs. Now Sandoval on the top of the order.
Wait till I get my money right.
See if he can find a knock here. The first pitch from Lang. Hit him. Oh, man. You know that hurts. But the Tarpons will enjoy having a base runner as Pierce will stand in. Pierce had one of the
Will be about 104 for Lang.
Wow. Sandoval will stay in the game. We're not surprised about that. Twin is having some fun with Coach Guitros.
I wonder if he got a hot dog.
Play will resume. Pierce will stand in. Lang is running out of pitches at his disposal. The pitch. Low, 1-0. Can there be some 2-out magic, perhaps? He had 2 quick outs from the bottom of the order. Sandoval gets hit. See if the Tarpons can maybe steal a run here with 2 outs. The 1-0. Low, 2-0. How many times did we see last year's team do something like this?
Plenty.
2 quick outs. All it's going to be a fast inning, then boom, 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 boom. They scored 3 runs on you. This year's team doesn't have quite that firepower, but they're ahead 3-0 in the count here. Pierce is ahead big. I think he's going to be seeing a pitch. Now can Lang deliver one over the plate? Yes, he can. It's 3-1.
It was at 107 right here.
What's the limit? 115?
Yep.
He walked him. Tarpons have a couple aboard. And Jacob Purall will stand in. It is a mound visit brought to you by 3T Oil. today. A big spot in the game here. Sanamo on second. Pierce on first. The pitch is a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. The Tarpons have chased Lang out of the game. Barusco working in relief. The 0-1. Hit in the air, pop up to left. Shortstop going out, left fielder coming in, and that'll retire the side. So the Tarpons threaten, but boy, they just can't get that timely base hit. Well, actually,
Leading off for the Tigers,
how about
number
this?
8,
We just get him
Mancuso.
1, 2, 3. Not worry about it. Mancuso stands and he reached on an error his last time up. First pitch of the 7th inning is hit into the air, foul.
Yeah, and they're not
It's
taking
0-1. They're not taking.
No, they.
The Tarpons had a big 5th inning where they did all their damage. The 0-1 hit in the air to center. Kale is under it, and there's 1 out. So a big first out for Curall as Oquan will
Next
stand
up for the
in.
Tigers, number 13, Oakland.
He's flown out to right and popped up to the catcher. That pop up to the catcher scared us to high heaven.
Yeah.
First pitch. High, 1-0. In the top of the 7th inning, Morgan City needs a run. There's a strike, 1-1. Oakland's last at bat, he fouled off about a half dozen pitches before getting retired. There's a strike, it's 1-2.
This will be his 100th pitch coming up.
And only his 2nd start of the season. The 1-2. Hit in the air. Should be playable. And there's 2 away. That's caught by the first baseman, Leday, and the Tarpons are 1 out away from getting a very big win. Gagliano will stand in.
Up next for the Tigers, number 10, Gagliano.
He has walked and grounded out to third. You don't want to face the top of their order. Time called. Curall will step back in. The pitch. High, 1-0. The 1-0. Shiz got a piece of the foul, 1-1. One ball and 1 strike, 2 outs in the 7th. Tarpons trying to hang on to the lead over the Morgan City Tigers. Curall delivers. That's a strike, and Morgan City's down to their final strike. It's 1-2. The home crowd making some noise. They could sense that the Tarpons can maybe get away with this one. The 1-2. High, 2-2. Curall working out of the windup. The 2-2. Just into the screen, and we'll do it over again. So we try it again. Gagliano battling. Curall delivers a 2-2. Hit into the screen, and we'll try it again. Just told that the folks behind us at Vanderbilt has defeated South Terrebonne today. What a day in our local district. The 2-2. Just missed. Coach Guitros thought it was strike 3. Curall winding, delivering another one. And I missed. And the Tarpons get the win over Morgan City. They thought they'd struck him out the pitch before. They got him right there. Partner South Lafourche wins 3-2. Beats a very good, much improved Morgan City team, taking care of business at home. We said this was a must win, and South Lafourche got it.
Yeah, look, I think it came down right there to the Morgan City Tigers. Too many walks and hit batsmen, and the Tarpons early on did not. They were getting on base, just did not get that timely hit. And the latter part of the game, the 5th, 6th inning, that's when they got more people on